Hello and welcome to this tutorial series where we are looking at how we can capture key events and process them in such a way that it's like an avatar moving around a screen. We're going to be using, as we can see here on the screen, a J-frame in which has been placed a panel, a J-panel, which is green background here, and on top of that a button which has got an icon or a picture embedded in it. And when I press the keys, I'm going to press the right arrow key on the keyboard and it moves right, and the costume, as it were, for the avatar changes. That is, the icon image displayed in it is a different one to before, and when I press the down arrow and move downwards using the captured key event of the down arrow key, we get a different costume, and when I press the left arrow key it goes left and the costume changes appropriately. We have constraints. He can't bash his head against the wall successfully and escape the screen, left or right or bottom, or and I'm pressing the up arrow key and it's staying stationary. If you please take a look at the top of this form, which I call the J-frame, you can see the text property, or legend as I will call it, is saying that the button location is currently 225 pixels from the left and 0 pixels from the top. And if I go down, pressing the down arrow key, you can see the number of pixels is increasing. As it is the case that in the implementation of Java Swing objects like this, the 0, 0 coordinate is in the top left hand corner, and counterintuitively, as you go down you actually increase the Y coordinate, if it was a coordinate system that you were thinking in terms of, and if you go up you decrease it till it's 0. Now actually a button has a location method, and the location method, it can return an X coordinate and a Y coordinate for the left hand corner of the button, or I should say perhaps the top left hand corner of the button, in reference to the panel on which it is. Right, well that's what we're aiming to do, something like this in this series of tutorials. Now that's one I did earlier, as one may say, and here's what we're starting with. So you can see I've put a comment in right at the top, and it says a demonstration of how a game can be made using capture of key events, for example the arrow keys and movement of a button around the screen, a panel. The button may be imagined to be an avatar in a game, and of course I've got my name as the author. The package I've chosen is Key Events Form Tutorial Project, or PRJ, but of course you can call a package anything that suits you, that is unique. And the class I'm using, and it will all be in just one class that things happen, that it's called Key Event Form Tutorial. The constructor for this class is not yet written, or rather no, sorry, the constructor for this class has been written in that it's default, and if you look at the main method here, we have an instruction or an instantiation of the class as an object, new key event form tutorial, but we have no programmer default constructor declared. Now that's an important point because we are going to declare one, and we'll be doing that in the next tutorial.